Our new chapter, Test and Measurement in Sports. First test is Motor Fitness Test. Meaning of motor fitness. It is the capability of an athlete to take part effectively in his or her particular sport. That motor fitness is a person's ability to do physical activities. It involves a mixture of the 5 components: agility, coordination, balance, power and reaction time. Initially known as AMFER, American Alliance for Health, Physical Education and Recreation. It is now called AMFERD, that is American Alliance for Health, Physical Education, Recreation and Dance. It is motor fitness tests have been the major instruments for measuring motor fitness. There are 8 tests are there: 50 meter standing start or 50 meter dash, 600 meter run or walk, sit and reach, partial curl up, push-ups for boys, modified push-ups for girls, standing broad jump and agility 4 into 10 meter shuttle run. In that, first test is 50 meter standing start or dash. The purpose of this test is to determine or measure speed. Equipments are measuring tape or marked track, stopwatches. Procedure: an area of 50 meter is marked on a track. 2 parallel lines are drawn 50 meter apart, considering one as starting line. The subject takes the starting position behind the starting line. The starter commands, "Are you ready?" and "Go." The word "go" is accompanied by a downward sweep of the starter's arm as a signal to the timer. 2 subjects can run at the same time if there are 2 stopwatches. The score is recorded in seconds to the nearest tenth of a second. And second test is 600 meter run or walk. The main purpose to conduct this test is to measure endurance. Equipments required: 600 meter track or 400 meter track and stopwatches. Procedure: the subject takes the position of standing right behind the starting line. At the signal of "ready" and "go," the subject starts running 600 yard distance. During the course of running, he may walk. In this test, many students can run at the same time. Time is recorded in minutes and seconds. Third test is sit and reach. The main purpose sit and reach test is a significant test to measure the flexibility of hip region, including the lower back and hamstring muscles. Equipments are required for sit and reach box. Okay. Next, procedure. First of all, shoes and socks should be removed. Then sit down on the floor with legs stretched out straight ahead. The soles of the feet should be kept flat against the box. Both the knees should be locked and pressed flat to the floor. He should not jerk or bounce to reach maximum distance. He should hold the full reach position for 2 seconds and the score or distance should be recorded. Fourth one is partial curl up. The purpose to test the strength and endurance of abdominal muscles. Equipments are a flat, clean and cushioned surface, recording sheet and pen. Procedures are: first of all, the complete test procedure is explained to the subject. After that, the subject lies in supine position on cushioned surface. The knees should be flexed and feet should be 12 inches from the buttocks. Both the feet should be slight apart. The arms are extended and are rested on thighs. The head should be in neutral position. This is the starting position. Then the subject curl up with a slow controlled movement until his or her shoulders come off cushioned surface or mat 2 inches, then back down again. One complete curl up is completed every 3 seconds. These are continued until the subject feels unable to maintain the rhythm. There should not be any pause in the up or down position. It should be a continuous process. One is push-ups for boys. Purpose to test or measure the upper body strength and endurance. Equipments are a floor mat, paper to record, that is to record basic information such as age, gender or total number of push-ups, etc. Procedure: after proper warming up, ask the subject to take position. In a push-up position, hands and toes should touch a mat or floor. Hands should be shoulder width apart. The upper body and legs should be in a straight line. Elbows should be fully extended, keeping the back and the knees straight. The subject lowers upper body so that elbows may be bent to 90 degrees, then returns back to the starting position with the arms extended. This is one repetition. The same action is repeated and the test continues until exhaustion or until the subject can do no more in rhythm. Count the total number of push-ups performed. Sixth one is modified push-up for girls. Purpose to measure the upper body strength and endurance. Equipments are a mat, paper to record. Okay. Then procedure. After proper warming up, the subject is asked to take starting position for the modified push-ups. In a modified push-ups position, hands and knees should touch the mat or floor. Both the hands should be shoulder width apart and elbows fully extended. The body from the knees to the hips and to the shoulders should be in a straight line. While keeping this position, the subject should lower her upper body so that elbows may bend to 90 degrees. Then the subject returns back to the starting position. This is one repetition. The same action is repeated and the test continues until exhaustion or until she can do no more rhythm in. Count the total number of modified push-ups for record. Seventh one is standing broad jump. Purpose to measure the explosive power of legs. Equipments are a sandy long jump pit and a measuring tape. Procedure: a takeoff line is marked on the ground. Subject stands just behind the takeoff line with the feet several inches apart. The subject swings the arms and bends the knees to take a jump in the long jump pit. 3 trials are given to the subject. The distance is measured from the takeoff line to the heel or other part of the body that touches the ground nearest to the takeoff line. All the jumps are measured and the best one is recorded. The measurement is noted in feet and inches. Next and last one, 4 into 10 meter shuttle run. Purpose to measure agility. Agility means ability to change direction. Equipments required: 2 wooden blocks. Each block should measure 2 into 2 into 4 inches. Marker cones, measuring tape, stopwatch, and a flat surface with 2 lines 10 meters apart. Procedure: mark 2 parallel lines 3 meters in length, 10 meters apart using marking tape or cones, considering one line as starting line. The subject stands at starting line or point. The 2 wooden blocks are placed in the edge of the other line. On the signal go, the subject runs to the wooden blocks. Lifts one block, returns to the starting line and places the block behind the line. Then the subject returns to the second block, lifts it and then runs across the starting line on the way back. 2 trials are given. Okay. Topic: measurement of cardiovascular fitness. There are 2 tests are there: Harvard step test and Rockport test. What do you mean by cardiovascular fitness? Cardiovascular fitness is the ability of the heart and lungs to supply oxygen-rich blood to the working muscle tissues and the ability of muscles to use that oxygen to produce energy for movements. Cardiovascular fitness is essential for us to perform aerobic activities. Aerobic activities means those activities are doing the presence of oxygen for in a prolonged time. Okay, here first test is Harvard step test. Harvard step test is a cardiovascular fitness test. It is also called aerobic fitness test. It was developed by Brauha and others in 1943. It is used to measure the cardiovascular fitness or aerobic fitness by checking the recovery rate. Equipments are required. A gym bench or box of 20 inches high for men and 16 inches for women. A stopwatch and measuring tape. The procedure is very important test to measure cardiovascular fitness. The athlete stands in front of the bench or box. On the command go, the athlete steps up and down on the bench or box at the rate of 30 steps per minute. That means 1 second up, 1 second down for 5 minutes, totally 150 steps. Stopwatch is switched on simultaneously at the start of the stepping. After that, the athlete sits down immediately after the completion of the test, that is after 5 minutes. The total number of heartbeats are counted between 1 to 1.5 minutes after completion of the last step. The heartbeats are counted for 30 seconds period. Again, the heartbeats are noted for 30 seconds after finishing of the test. After that, for the third time, the heartbeats are noted after 3 minutes of completion of the test for 30 seconds period. The same foot must start the step up each time, and an erect posture must be assumed on the bench. Okay, after this test, the score is given based on the following formula. Physical Efficiency Index, or short form PEI. Duration of exercise in seconds into 100 divided by 2 into sum of 3 pulse counts in recovery. Fitness Index Score. Athlete's fitness index score is calculated with the help of following formula. Give one example, okay. If the total test duration was 300 seconds and the number of heartbeats between 1 to 1.5 minutes was 90, between 2 to 2.5 minutes was 80, and between 3 to 3.5 minutes was 70, then the fitness index score will be. Can you find out with the help of this formula? The formula is duration of exercise in seconds into 100 divided by 2 into sum of 3 pulse counts in recovery. That is, here the sum of the heartbeats means heartbeats are 90 plus 80 plus 70 equal 240, which are counted for 30 seconds each time, that is between 1 and 1.5 minutes, 2 and 2.5, and 3 and 3.5 minutes after completion of the test. Likewise, in the formula we can be used 100 into 300 divided by 2 into sum of total 240. That is 6. We get the answer 62.5. Okay. Second test is Rockport 1 mile test. Rockport 1 mile test is also known as Rockport Fitness Walking Test. This test is mainly suitable for sedentary individual. The main objectives of this test is to check or observe the development of the individual's VO2, that is maximum volume of oxygen. Equipments required: 400 meter track, stopwatch and weighing scale. Procedure: while conducting or administrating this test, it should be a windless day. First of all take body weight of the individual on a perfect weighing machine. The weight should be taken with minimum clothes on the body of the individual. Then mark the starting point on a 400 meter track. that is 1 mile 1609 meters. Okay, the individual has to run the distance of 1 mile, that is 1609 meters in minimum time. So record the time of 1 mile with a stopwatch. Immediately after finishing the 1 mile walk or run, record the heart rate, beats per minute, okay, with manual or monitor method. The monitor or ECG we can be used for accurate heart rate. This is the procedure. Next, calculation of VO2 maximum. The calculation of VO2 maximum can be determined with the help of the following formula. 132.853 minus into 0.0769 into body weight minus 0.3877 into age plus 6.135 into gender. Gender means male or female, minus 3.2649 into time minus 0.1565 into heart rate. It is slightly difficult to by hearted. Okay, anyway you have to by hearted, maybe asking 1 mark. Where body weight is in pounds, lbs, gender male equal 1 and female get 0. Okay, time is in minutes and 100th of minute. Heart rate is in beats per minute. Age is in years. After calculating the VO2 maximum, the comparison of the individual can be done with the results of previous test. Clear? Next, computation of fitness index. Calculation of the fitness index score. The athlete's fitness index score is calculated with the help of two formula. Fitness index score, that is long term, and fitness index short term. Already we know the long term fitness index score, that is test duration in seconds into 100 divided by 2 into sum of heartbeats in recovery period. In this case, total 3 recovery period will be given. Whereas fitness index score in short term, the formula is test duration in seconds into 100 divided by 5.5 into pulse count between 1 to 1.5 minutes after exercise. That means here in a short term score only one score will be given. Okay, that is the difference. Long term there are 3 heartbeats will be given in the question. In short term only 1 pulse count will be given. Okay, here the fitness index score is calculated with short term formula. Already long term we discussed. Here for example, if a total number of test duration of a girl was 300 seconds and the number of pulse count between 1 to 1.5 minutes was 80, then her fitness index score will be. Try to find out. I will give the answer. In the formula, test duration in seconds test duration in seconds into 100 divided by 5.5 into pulse count between 1 to 1.5 minutes after exercise. That means 300 into 100 divided by, or in the formula 5.5 into pulse count 1 to 1.5 means 80. Total answer is 30,000 divided by 440. That is, the answer is 68.18. Okay. And another problems will be given later we can be discussed. Okay.